Everybody, it's Batman. So today we're going to be reacting to the next part with the whole SurfBone situation that connects to Noodles and also connects to Spencer and also connects to a lot of other people because they all are aware of all this stuff too, yet they choose not to do anything about it, which is weird. So it is AEROFLAME versus SurfBone on the incident. You guys should already know what the incident is. I've done already a bunch of reactions, and I'll even put all the videos in the link in the description. If you want all that context, I will literally post those videos that literally shows all the context and all the information about this whole entire situation, or whether if not a SurfBone is the R word. Okay, and no matter what, you know, that'll be there. We only have two more things to check out. I already checked out the most recent, like, updated announcement of the whole thing or whatever, and AEROFLAME is giving even further information about the whole fucking thing. That also connected to the whole Keemstar stuff eventually with Seth and you name it. So, you know, if you guys haven't seen that reaction, I'll put that in the link in the description as well, which is basically further connecting to this. So we're kind of doing like a little series right now, you know, if that makes sense. But all the videos will be in the description. I think it's only like, you know, it should only need to be 2 or 3 reactions at most. And this would be the 4th, basically. So when everything's all done, it'll either be 5 reactions or 4 reactions total. Maybe 3 bare minimum. It's been a while. I have to look through and check it out. So, but either way, the videos will be in the description. So if you want the whole fucking story and the whole context of me reacting and hearing all of it and me giving my thoughts, okay, then go down, check it out for yourself so you can even, you know, kind of see everything and then comment down below what you think, whatever, instead of just taking my word or whatever you name it, and kind of go from there. But overall, before I even start this reaction, this one's going to be pretty decently long. I'm be real with you. I'm highly disappointed in a lot of fucking people. And I'm really annoyed, and I'm kind of like pissed off in a sense, because, you know, what I don't understand with all the abundance amount of evidence and information, why people are still choosing to associate with Noodles, to associate with SurfBone, okay, and after the entire SETH situation, everybody had all the energy for that, and you name it. But yet, for these two individuals, and for a person that is supposedly R-word a woman, okay, that is okay apparently, or oh, since it might somehow, some way have contentious value, which it doesn't, therefore it's whatever, you know. No, it's a very extremely weird ass situation. It's very fucking sus, blatantly wrong. Recordings, you name it, etc. Victim admitting it, the person that committed the crime admitting it, you name it, blah blah. All of it's fucked up, okay? Yet we're literally going to sit here and just not give a damn. I don't understand that shit. And what also further pisses me off that I stated in my previous reaction video is the era people, Six, you know, and Spencer, whatever, all of them, are real quick to apply morality standards, you know what I mean, or label certain servers as comm servers, or do all this other shit or whatever, blah, blah, to have like some type of moral virtue, right, or high ground. Yet there's all this shit going on, and they're aware of it, and they're still associating with that. I don't understand that at all. I mean, I don't fucking get that. And what's even more weird is, like, even with me, around the time when I was talking with Noodles, even after the whole SETH situation, because I was talking with him, but I wasn't talking with him like, you know, the buddy, whatever, blah, blah. 9 out of 10 times, if I was ever saying anything to him, it was like me fucking trolling him because he's an idiot. He's a fucking dumbass, you know what I mean? And I don't like him, and he's weird as fucking, because of the whole situation I was aware with beforehand, I just chose not to associate with him at all. Okay, other people were still willing to associate with him. You know, like, meaning, like, talking, making, you know, or fucking being in the stream, whatever, blah, blah, you name it, or on a fucking Discord server together, you know? So, it all is just really weird. I don't understand any of that, okay? And another part of this that's really important, AEROFLAME is close to all these individuals, to Six, Spencer, you name it, blah, blah. It's not like he's some random or some guy that's always been against it, whatever. No, they've been dead-ass super close and literally part of, like, the same fucking era. I don't know if they're now disconnected or separate because of all this shit, or whatever the case that is. But this is just all really fucking weird, and I don't get it. I don't get it. It kind of pisses me off because, in my opinion, if we're over here going to be having all that energy with the whole SETH situation, why the fuck are they not doing that when it comes to Noodles and SurfBone, or anybody that's willing to associate with that shit, you know? Because it's literally to the point where I'm gonna have to make a decision myself, because I feel like I'm also being just as bad, because I literally have certain individuals from Era that are on my fucking server. You know what I mean? And it's like, with all this shit going on, you know, I technically feel guilty in a sense that I'm kind of like not that I'm enabling it, but more of like I'm tolerating that and still being okay with it in a sense, because technically they are not bad people or did anything, but they're still associating with something that is really fucked up and bad. So it kind of goes to a point where, like, should I even be associating with them at all anyways? Because then I feel like that I'm just as bad. You know what I mean? If that makes any fucking sense. So no matter what, I don't know. This is really frustrating and annoying for me. And until I get further information on Six, with Six or even Spencer or somebody, even whatever, if it's Choi or not, and I really talk with them and really figure out why the fuck they're still choosing to associate with these two, you know, or maybe they even stopped. Maybe they stopped associating after AEROFLAME coming really strong with this. Maybe they finally got in, like, you know what? No, this is bad. We fucked up, and we're just not. You know, and if they did that, then great. You know, but I need to have a talk with them myself eventually and just get to the bottom of it, because this to me just looks really, really fucking bad. You know what I mean? And if there's like, I'll be honest, like just recently, Six and Swag were tweeting with Noodles. You know what I mean? And shit. So it's like, I don't think they haven't stopped any association or contact with him at all. You know? So I don't know. But we're gonna get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. If this video is too long, I will do one other part, but I'm just really probably just gonna have it all together. I don't give a fuck how long it's gonna be. But we're gonna try to get through this and keep it going.
Okay, I'm wondering. Okay, then I'll just ask this: why did you like conveniently, like over a year ago we settled this whole thing and you said that I wasn't a rapist, and then when this whole conveniently when this whole Noodles versus Seth thing goes down, and then when Noodles just goes on this tirade and starts posting a bunch of shit that he had, now you're making this video on this expose on Noodles, and then you happen to throw me under the bus to make Noodles look like a rape apologist for some reason.
So
that just seems very interesting.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Okay, so that's actually inaccurate to what happened, because on the 24th of March I brought it up again, and I made it publicly known that I lied about you not being a rapist because I felt bad for you, because you seemed like a little loser bitch who had just fucked an unconscious girl, and I didn't want to.
Damn, you heard that? He said, he's like, because you seem like a little loser bitch that fucked the unconscious girl. God damn. That's the thing about Arrow too. He doesn't have any filter, bro. He will roast the fuck out of you, bro. If you do some fucked up or bad shit, like he's dead ass the morality officer, he will roast the fuck out of you and make you feel even more like a shit person. Like that shit he said with Noodles, when Noodles started saying all his shit and he was like, hey, shut the fuck up. Like, your bitch got fucking her cheeks clapped in a Walmart bathroom and cheated on you. At least I ain't with a bitch like that. Like, you know, like he don't give a damn, bro. He'll just say it, you know.
Wait, Surfbone.
You fat bastard.
Wait, Arrow.
Which once again, that's also another L. I'm sorry. If you say with a woman that did that shit to you, hell no. That's
if we
crazy.
want this to remain civil, if we want, I understand your frustration. If we want this to remain civil, there's no interest in hurling insults, right?
All right, tell me not to talk when I'm talking then.
All right, Surfbone, if you could please.
Yeah, insults could be funny, though. You know. It could be funny, but I get what they're trying to say. They're trying to keep it productive and get to business and enforce transparency. So
Please be quiet. I would like to say, this is one of the things that I don't enjoy about Arrow, or that made me have this poor perception of Arrow, was because I personally felt that him coming back in saying this was odd. So I do want to hear what Arrow has to say. Him saying,
Spencer, shut the fuck up. What you mean, bro? Because the man is advocating for something that, you know, when it comes to a sense of morality, and doesn't like somebody that is the R word, and you're going to be pissed off about that? What the fuck? I wonder what the context is behind that, because that don't make no damn sense to me, you know, but all right.
I lied. I did think he was a rapist, but I lied because he was my friend.
And that's because I was friends with Surfbone, and nobody talks about that. Like, Surfbone, but I had an obligation to let it be known.
Oh, so AEROFLAME was friends with Surfbone originally, but then after that he wasn't. Okay.
That this is a male who's going around having sex with unconscious women. And the reason that I brought it back up is because I think it was some such where Surfbone was convinced by Parrot and Noodles that what I had done to get him out of the community and to make it so he wasn't taking flack from thousands of people who now knew what he looked like, right? I didn't want him to go through that because I was like, man, this is a moment of weakness for me. Because at the end of the day, I say this all the time, you know, the AEROFLAME thing is a persona. I'm a man at the end of the day. I bleed, etc., etc. So I felt bad seeing some nigga's life literally being destroyed right in front of my eyes. So
Now,
what
Arrow,
I did was...
Can I interject for just one moment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a little weird though. So apparently AEROFLAME knew about that, right? Or knew some information relating to it. But because he was his friend, you know what I mean, then he was like, oh, I didn't mean to say that, whatever, so that's, and I lied, whatever, yada yada, so it's not, blah, blah. And the reason why he did that because he felt bad that when all that was being put out and he was saying that he was apparently the R word, then now, and he was seeing like how thousands of people fucking dogging him for it and how like bad it was getting in his life, like, you know, being a little bit more shitty or whatever, he felt bad. What the fuck is to feel bad, bro? Like, the guy is the R word, bro. Who gives a fuck what kind of treatment or what he's being said or whatever he's getting from that point? Like, who cares? Own up to the fucking consequences. That simple, you know? But, like, you know, so I don't know. That's a little, I don't understand that. But anyways.
Now, Arrow, I do know Surfbone has contention. And I think you expressed your sentiment very clearly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you didn't finish. I do
No,
know
that's fine.
Surfbone has contention with something you said, because you brought it up earlier, which was she was unconscious. Are you
Sure.
fine detouring into that before we continue any further?
Sure. So
Okay.
there's two recordings actually. The one I have is the Surfbone expose, and True has a longer full recording that, for some reason, I don't know why, he doesn't care to send it to me. In the Surfbone expose, there is, I believe, 3 people who talks about the 2 stories that Surfbone gives, both in which he states that the girl is going in and out. And that is, the timestamp is like somewhere around like 24 something.
Now, Surfbone,
Okay.
do you recall having said anything of similar nature?
I remember saying something like that, but the way that I said it, like the first
Okay,
time,
I lost my
Both
phone.
in which he states that the girl is going in and out. And that is, the timestamp is like somewhere around like 24.
Okay, he's talking about the whole conscious thing again, and then Surfbone admits it. Okay.
Now, Surfbone,
Okay.
do you recall having said anything of similar nature?
I remember saying something like that, but the way that I said it, like the first time, I do admit it just sounds weird. But I clarified later what I meant by in and out is that she doesn't remember that a lot of it, but what she does remember is what she did say in like this 15-minute like private call where I then sent to Noodles to like have it in his video, which I can send to in fucking general if anyone wants it.
Okay.
Like it's like the literal girl that I had sex with that night. I literally had her come in the VC and like in a DM call, and just so I didn't like just like force her onto this narrative, I had her explain it to like the recording.
So,
Right.
Surfbone, you're saying you clearly understand why your initial statements led Arrow to his conclusion.
Well, the thing was, like, in the first recording, I can see maybe why, but the thing was also is like, from what I've heard that he had in his expose was that he cut out certain things in the recording in which didn't detail that we were both drunk in this situation and that she was the one that initiated it and that we continued to have sex afterwards, not drunk. So it just seems pretty funny that like he's accusing me of being a rapist when the victim himself, like when the quote-unquote victim themselves doesn't see me as the rapist. And if anything, she said in this recording that she thinks that she was, because if you're gonna line it down to 2 people having drunk sex, because she was the one who initiated it.
And now, Arrow, did you have any knowledge of what Surfbone just gave us today?
So
So I'm currently talking with somebody. I'm not going to give the name out of respect. But I'm curious to see what he has to say. Very curious. So I was just looking at stuff and I was talking with one of with one of them. What I'll probably do is I'm just gonna obviously finish this fucking reaction. We'll check out the other one, and then on my own time, I'm probably gonna hit them up and I'll probably hit up Six or Troy and just get some more information. But I don't know, it just don't make sense. It don't make sense at all, bro. Like it just sounds bad, you know? It sounds really fucking bad. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about something small, whether somebody's cursing or insulting or whatever, blah blah, or fucking, something really, not that big of a deal, or some silly misunderstanding bullshit. We're literally talking about something very serious. I mean, the whole SETH stuff, that's super serious, right? It's pedophile shit, blah blah, you name it, yada yada yada. SURFBONE crap. It's literally, the whole R word stuff, you name it. So it's like, this is serious crap. You know what I mean? Like, very legit serious shit. It's nothing fucking, small or irrelevant, or something that could just be taken out of context or maybe even contentious in a way. So apparently, they're not friends with him, whatever, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. And they're very well aware that Noodles is a racist in the community, etc. This and this and that. But the problem is he didn't really address my main point is, why do they continue to still associate with those individuals? That's what I don't understand. Because, like, sure, cool, you're not friends, but you're still associating with them or interacting with them, and they're content creators, etc., yada yada, domino effect. I mean, that technically is a problem in itself. Like, that's why they all stop associating with SETH completely. Like, no tweeting, no nothing, because literally of who he is as a person. He's a fucking shit person. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's just really weird. You know what I mean? But, it is what it is. From what I'm getting so far, they have good intentions and yada yada. So, and I'll eventually talk with Six or Troy about it on my own time privately, and I'm not going to give all, like, the details exactly or show recordings or any of that, blah, blah. I'm not going to do any of that because that's disrespectful. Unless I obviously have permission, that's a whole other thing. But I'll give, like, basically enough insight of what the gist of it was. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm probably just going to have to do. Just out of curiosity to see. But so far, from what I'm getting from this person alone, for the most part, apparently they all have good intentions, whatever, yada, yada. And, and the better yet, what I could see it as is, like, even if they may associate with those individuals, like, here and there, whatever, blah, blah, as long as it's not, like, obviously something positive, productive in a sense to where it could do good or whatever for them. Because to be fair, technically when they were interacting, at least from what I knew recently, what's it called? If you want, like, from that, like, technically they were only responding and stuff, and tweeting back and just disagreeing. So it wasn't like, blatantly whatever. But apparently, from what I'm reading right now, okay, is they actually really don't like Noodles and they hate him. And fucking, they consider him a racist in the community, blah, blah, and then yada, yada. And the whole SURFBONE thing, he gave his thoughts on that, but what's it called? But that's kind of what you're working with. I don't know, man. This is really weird. Like, I guess, like, because the way I could see it, I guess the best way to explain it is, like, let's say, I don't know, fucking Seth the pedo tweeted at one of them, right? And they responded. All because they're technically responding. Does that mean they're associating with Seth? No, right? You know what I mean? It's all because they may be, like, responding or roasting him back or calling him a pedo or whatever, some shit, or disagreeing with something, whatever, blah, blah. Technically, you could be like, that's not really them associating. It's just more of them responding and kind of, fucking around with them, if that makes sense. So I could at least understand that in a sense. At the end of the day, as long as they're telling me that they don't associate or not friends, then by all means, that's good with me. You know what I mean? That floats my boat. That's fine. But it is what it is. So, let me see. And I might, when I eventually post these videos on my YouTube, I might have to actually like edit it to the point where I've kind of removed some claims. This way I don't hurt anybody's feelings from the error group, you know? But it's just weird because the only thing that doesn't make any sense at all, that doesn't make any sense, is I was told, well, I'm not going to say I was told. I found out information that Sig, Swag, Clyde, and all these other people were on a server with Noodles, and SURFBONE is also there as well. And I've seen them also interact on Twitter a good amount of times. You know, I heard that they're on a Discord server that they interact with each other, whatever, blah, blah, you name it. And I think even, I could be wrong in this, but I think even on YouTube streams they're even talking and whatnot together and whatnot and stuff. So it's really weird to say that they don't associate with them or whatever, blah, blah, yada, 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 you know, or we're not friends or whatever, because I feel like the opposite's being shown. But at the end of the day, if that's what they're saying, it is what it is. But, you know, I don't get all of that, you know. There's just something confusing about it. But no matter what, I will reach out to Six, and I'm just out of curiosity and be like, hey, you know, like, with all this going on, like, why do you know, whatever, blah, blah, like, you know, I don't know.
To like have it in his video, which I can send to in fucking general if anyone wants it.
Okay.
Like it's like the literal girl that I had sex with that night. I literally had her come in the VC and like in a DM call, and just so I didn't like misinterpret or just like force her onto this narrative, I had her explain it to like the recording.
So
right.
SURFBONE, you're saying you clearly understand why your initial statements led Arrow to his conclusion.
Well, the thing was, like, in the first recording, I can see maybe why, but the thing was also is like from what I've heard that he had in his expose was that he cut out certain things in the recording in which didn't detail that we were both drunk in this situation, and that she was the one that initiated it, and that we continued to have sex afterwards, not drunk. So it just seems pretty funny that, like, he's accusing me of being a rapist when the victim himself, like, when the quote-unquote victim themselves doesn't see me as the rapist. And if anything, she said in this recording that she thinks that she was, because if you're gonna line it down to two people having drunk sex, because she was the one who initiated it.
And now, Arrow, did you have any knowledge of what SURFBONE just gave us today?
So, once again, all of that is not true. There's literally the recording of the Don't say "oh my," because I recorded the conversation. In the SURFBONE expose, we record all the way up to the testimonies through the end of the recording, right? And nowhere in that does he say anything about, oh, she just couldn't remember. Never is that said. That's never stated. And he actually said she was in and out twice, right? And secondly, it doesn't matter. I'm in the middle of talking.
Wait, SURFBONE. Arrow has been uncharacteristically quiet while you speak.
Okay.
So in the
I got like something in my fucking throat.
If we could please allow him to speak as well, that'd be great.
Okay. So, once again, none of this even matters because he still fits the definition of rape. Sarah, if that's what the girl's name is, admitted that Sarah told him that if she were sober, she would not have had sex with him. Which means that through the use of alcohol, she was inebriated to the point where she couldn't make decisions. Which means that having sex with her in that state is rape. even if you want to say, in fact, there is no even if you want to say, because Surfbone is not telling the truth about his elaboration, nor is he telling that, nor do I believe that this Sarah person is real, because this bitch was supposedly going in and out of consciousness. That's what Surfbone said twice.
So you're saying
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you're saying her recollection, right, in this recording should be discarded because the evidence, it doesn't add up with the story that he's telling of her losing consciousness.
Correct. In the two stories that he told, neither of them indicated that she was conscious the full time and could remember it. He didn't imply that there were just bits that she couldn't remember. You can look at any recording of the Surfbone situation, and he never mentions it. No one who was present at the judgment or at the trial itself will vouch for Surfbone that he said that. And in the recording that I present in my video, nowhere in that video does he say that. And to respond to the second thing about me cutting out the fact that he was drunk, I only played a 10-second clip of the recording. I didn't fucking post the whole recording and cut certain parts out of it. I cut out 10 seconds of the recording. So yes, but in the comments of the video, I acknowledge that he is drunk in multiple comments, and I still say that the things that I said in the video have no bearing on whether he was drunk or not. He fucked a bitch who was going in and out of consciousness. That you're not allowed to do that. That's illegal.
You're speaking specifically of the clip that was played in the Death of Noodles the Beast video, correct?
Correct. He's trying to say I took the entire thing out of context and cut bits out that didn't say that he was a fucking drunk at the time, but that's not the case, because the video in the vast majority is me myself talking, and there's a 10-second clip of the Surfbone expose video. So the way that he's trying to present how I presented the fucking evidence is just untrue, because I went in every server that I have announcement access to and I posted the full Surfbone recording. So all of what he just said is a fucking lie.
So Surfbone, how would you respond to that?
Oh my god, now I can finally talk. I just can't believe.
So far, AEROFLAME's just spitting facts, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? He's just spitting, and he blatant, like, you know, the recordings, you name it, etc. Yada yada yada. It all contradicts what Surfbone is fucking saying. So, I'm just saying, bro. Well, that's just me with that.
This, like, honestly, it's just like, I like literally in the same call, like in the private call that me and Arrow had, I literally renounced the entire thing to him, and only now is he conveniently saying that he thinks I'm a rapist. It just seems so fucking coincidental. And even after I have this recording of the girl literally retelling the entire situation without me trying to present a narrative in front, like I said, why don't you just tell everybody what you think? And then she literally recounts the entire thing. And also the in and out part, I just think that Arrow is specifically attacking that part to really try to make it look like I am an actual rapist, even though she never went out of consciousness. That is simply not true, and it's really pissing me off that Arrow is blatantly lying to everybody right now. And again, it's just like, how is he going to accuse me of the rapist if this quote-unquote victim is not going to testify against me because she doesn't think I'm a rapist, and that she would tell you that she was conscious the entire time. And also, one more thing, the reason why she said that she wouldn't have had sex with me because I was sober, if she was sober, was because she had a boyfriend at that time.
Okay. So, Arrow, yeah. I'm just gonna quickly go over what's being said. Arrow, you feel as though this testimony from Sarah that Surfbone just uploaded
is impossible.
Is impossible due to what he previously said of her losing consciousness.
Twice he said it, yep.
Surfbone, you feel as though you have done nothing wrong because this testimony from Sarah exonerates you from any accusations of rape.
I think that it definitely helps my case, but I just think that this one particular thing, he's really nitpicking it and saying this is the only interpretation that it says. She did not go in and out of consciousness. She simply said that she cannot remember certain actions, or like that certain things that happened. But what she does remember is that she specifically asked for sex. I didn't ask anything. If anyone would tell you that knows me, I am like one of the most, like, especially in person, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, innocent people ever, to like the point where I just knew, even when I was in that drunken state, that I did not want to just ask the question, even if I wanted to. But she was the one that asked for it. I didn't. And I think that's like another point that people are just seemingly forgetting.
I think that we should continue in one of two ways, and we'll obviously get to the other way. Arrow, you feel as though the testimony is false. All right, I guess we can continue in one specific way. Surfbone, you feel as though her wanting this action and initiating exonerates you by her testimony. Arrow, do you agree with this idea?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
That's fine. Surfbone, I just want to make sure that I'm not getting this incorrect. Surfbone, you feel as though her initiating this and her and your self-proclaimed character vouch or character testimony exonerates you from this allegation. I'm going to say allegation this entire time. Arrow, do you agree with that idea?
Sorry, I keep typing when you're talking, bro. I'm sorry. You gotta repeat it one more time.
No, I see you going ahead with this fucking
PJ
chat,
and that
bro.
other nigga is like slurping off Surfbone in the middle of this. So I don't know why. PJ's like, why are you such a fucking liar?
Why don't you just
PJ, wait, real quick. PJ, did you know that in the actual video, it legitimately says that, oh, this girl is drunk and throwing up all over the place. They need somewhere to put her, so they put her in his tent.
Hey, baby. What you doing? What you doing? I love you. Wait. Wait. Did not mean to make that full screen. Alright. We're back.
Wait,
PJ, you're calling me a liar, and you're
that's also a lie, though.
So what did you say?
Okay,
good.
But
Let's
I
get back on
even
track.
specified. Okay.
Wait, no, just tell me what you said.
Okay, am I the one talking, or is
Yes,
PJ talking?
Surfbone,
You
you're
correct
talking.
me and tell
Alright.
me what you said.
Okay, all right. What happened is that me and her were both throwing up all over the place, and they wanted to take her to her bed, but when they got to her mattress, she threw up all over it, and they're like, well, fuck. Now we don't know where to put her, and the only other place that they could put her was in my tent, which was like a 4-person tent. So like, okay, we'll just throw her in there.
That's what I just said. Spencer,
No.
did I not say she got tossed into his tent?
As
did
vague
he
as
not
vague as
just
Arrow's
say-
recollection was, it did coincide with yours, Surfbone.
And did he literally not just like PJ is always calling me a fucking liar?
Okay.
And then his own nigga just recounted it the same way that I did.
He's not wrong there, bro. He's not wrong, you
You're
know?
a fucking stupid bitch, PJ.
Goddamn.
You need to get this nigga's nuts out of your mouth.
I'm not letting
You
you
just got caught lying, Spencer.
Oh my
Did
God.
he not just give the same recollection that I did?
Okay, PJ,
Well,
just stay out of this.
PJ doesn't
now.
know what the fuck he's
Just
talking
stay out.
about, and neither
I would
does
actually
Izzy.
prefer. I would actually prefer that
Please.
everyone besides the three of us.
Like-
'cause, I was.
Yeah.
I've been in the community
That's
so
what I'm
long.
saying,
I was
these
here
niggas just
through.
weren't there.
I was
These niggas
here
just
through
weren't
all
there.
of this shit.
He's
I was.
molding harder than when his father left him. My dad
Okay.
still loves me. He pays my phone bill every month, you stupid bastard.
God
What are you
damn.
talking about?
Arrow,
my
let's
father loves me.
let's like focus back in.
Arrow's
What are
always
you
packing.
talking
Yaga,
about?
Yaga, if you could please mute, I'd appreciate it.
More like child support. Nigga, I'm 21. I live in my own
Boy.
apartment, you stupid bastard. I live alone.
Arrow.
My IQ is 21. Oh.
Arrow, do you have a
studio?
studio or a 1-bedroom?
I have a 1-bedroom.
How much you paying rent?
Like $8.56.
Shit!
Hello?
I'm paying $5.30. Anyways.
Yeah, nigga, it's Florida, bro. I live out like.
Just tell me
If you've ever actually looked up my address, I live like outside of like a little like place overlooking a lake. It's really nice.
Anyways. So.
But yeah, so like all these niggas who say that I'm lying, I live in Jax. Every time it comes down to it, Surfbone just gives a recollection of what the fuck I just said. Like, they called me a liar for saying she got tossed into the tent after throwing up. And then Surfbone said, well, that's not exactly what happened. She actually threw up on the bed and then was tossed into my tent. But she threw up and got tossed into the tent. Right?
Yes, that's what happened.
Okay, so this girl was throwing up drunk.
Yes, and so was I.
She was so inebriated that her ability to make decisions was impaired. Because she said that if she were sober, she wouldn't have had sex with you.
Because she had a boyfriend.
That
at the
doesn't
time,
matter.
yes.
She wouldn't have had sex with you, right?
No.
So her decision making was impaired.
Okay, do you not think mine would be impaired as well because I was also drunk in the same situation?
Because you said that you remembered everything and everything was coming crystal clear.
I was just recounting on the fact that how much I drank. I was surprised that I knew that I remembered so much.
No,
but she recalled the important situations of that she was the one that initiated it and that we both had sex. But she doesn't remember every single fucking detail of what happened.
Right. So that
because
just
she was drunk.
That coincides with the recollection that you gave. She doesn't remember certain things because she was unconscious during them.
No.
Why?
Do you just think that because do you not think that being drunk, like just having being in a drunken state, you can also forget things that happened the night before without going on to conscious? What the hell, dude? Literally
every time
happened.
do you think like getting drunk is like the mind wipe from Men in Black, my nigga?
It depends. I think it really depends on how much. I think it depends on how much you drink,
bro. So you're saying?
Arrow.
You're saying she?
But the thing is, you're just accounting it too.
Wait. Let's let each other speak.
I'm being very respectful right now.
I think that there are some things that you both are not going to agree upon, right? But
That's
I think
why
there are
I
some
never
things.
Want to have a conversation.
I think that there are some things that can still be discussed that we keep dodging around, right?
So,
like, there are two things that Surfbone uses to his defense. One, or a few things, I should say. One, her continued sexual relation with him after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Two, his also being inebriated to an extent. I will not make a claim on to such what extent.
Mm-hmm.
And three, her initiation of the sexual interaction.
Mm-hmm. I
think that those are things that can be discussed and that we can come to a conclusion upon, right?
Okay. So
Surfbone, is there a certain place you'd like to start?
I don't know. I feel like I've recounted everything I've said up to this point.
I'll be honest, it's really just not this complex, bro. Like, I don't even understand why Spencer's even trying to do all that. Like, it's blatantly very straightforward. Yeah, it's very, very straightforward. Like, this is just stupid. Like, you can Google it, look it up by law, it's illegal, it's considered the R word. Everything that's been given out, all the recordings, you name it, the victim saying the shit, Surfbone admitting to it, him engaging with him, getting all the, concessions, you name it, blah, blah, yada, yada. Like, I don't get it.
Other than, I feel like I'm repeating myself because I have to repeat and just kind of hammer into everybody that, like, again, she doesn't think I'm a rapist. And if anything, like I said in the 5-minute recording that I posted, and I'll post it again for everybody.
So here's an example. If I'm beating on a woman, right, in a fucking, like, wherever, right, if I'm just beating on her, which is blatantly, like, would be considered domestic violence or some shit, or assault. And then the woman goes to the police and says, oh, he wasn't beating on me. We were just having an argument. Or, or it was just this or that. Who's right? I mean, like, does that now excuse what the crime that has been committed? No, it does not. The police would look at her like she's a fucking idiot and literally arrest the guy. You know, like, or better, technically back then they would just take the fucking the victim's word and then not do anything because they're also idiots. You know, so like that's so ignorant and fucking stupid. Like, it doesn't matter what she thinks. Like, it's all there. You know.
It recounts the entire situation without me having to interfere or correct.
And I can't say a certain name, but there is a certain individual that I already like DM'd and talked to and told him like, all right, well, I don't want you in my server. I don't want this and this, yada yada yada, because if you're not gonna explain yourself or engage me in a fucking voice chat and explain why the fuck you think he's not the R word, then I want nothing to fucking do with you. Basically, it's just that simple. I already spoke with everybody else and everything's figured out and it's all good there. But there's one of them that wanted to still, pull the card of, oh, it's not a problem, and I'm not fucking with that. So, no matter what, I don't give a fuck. I've seen everything. There's no way you're going to convince me that SurfBone is not the R word. There's no fucking way, bro. It's all there. It's fucking ridiculous. You're blatantly just being extremely fucking dishonest and just not owning up to shit, to literally reality itself. It's that fucking simple. So, this is not contentious at all. There's tons and tons of objective evidence, recordings, testimonies, you name it, etc. And it's like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? We didn't apply this sense of fucking energy and comprehension with the whole SETH situation, but yeah, we're gonna do this with this. Like, it's stupid. It's fucking dumb.
Correct her in any way, and she's like, no, I'm not a rapist. And if anything, I think that I was the rapist during the entire situation. So it's just really funny that the whole thing is like Arrow is trying to accuse me of being a rapist. And it's just like, if he were to try to take me to court on it, he would not have no victim or someone to accuse me. He would be the one trying to throw me in jail with nobody to help him try his case. I mean, and his only evidence is when I poorly explained it one time.
So let me ask you a question, SurfBone. Do you think if a husband came home and a wife was like, no, don't have sex with me, and then he punched her in the face and fucked her anyway, and she never pressed charges, do you think that guy isn't a rapist?
Wait, say that again?
If a husband comes home and his wife is like, I don't want to have sex tonight, honey, and then he just beats the shit out of her and then fucks her pussy anyway, and she never presses charges, is he still a rapist?
Okay, but what's the...
It's a yes or no question.
Well, you just said that she beats
yes
the shit out of her, so I don't think it's...
It's a yes or no question. If he has sex with his wife against her will,
Arrow,
and she never presses
he's trying to insinuate that it's disanalogous.
No question, Spencer.
Yes,
rape
no,
or
Arrow,
isn't
I understand. I understand. He's trying to insinuate that it's disanalogous.
I don't care if it's disanalogous. Just answer the question.
Yeah, well, I just don't get the point of the. I just don't get the point of the question. I just think it's completely irrelevant.
You're saying that the girl does not think you're a rapist and would not press charges. If that's the case, that's totally fine. But if the husband came home, beat his wife, and fucked her against her will, is he a rapist? Does he rape?
I don't think this is relevant. I don't think this is relevant, dude.
So
I honestly don't.
The fact that you're so terrified to answer this question.
I'm not terrified.
Just stop talking when I'm talking. I'm being very polite with you, and I need you to stop talking when I'm talking. And I'm going to break down why this relates exactly. You're saying that the girl isn't gonna press charges, therefore you're not a rapist, or she thinks that you aren't raping her, correct?
I'm saying that she in her point of view, that she does not think that she's
I'm talking specifically about when you said if you took me to court, the girl would not press charges, so there wouldn't be a case.
I'm just saying.
Wait, let him finish the question so that you know what to answer. Arrow, please come down.
Because
Wait, Arrow, just one moment.
The man is ducking the question so hard, bro.
Arrow can be calmed, I assure you, right?
I'm smack dab in the middle of a sentence, just let me finish it.
So, SurfBone, if you could please just let Arrow finish the question so you know what to answer.
I'm not even yelling or being I just said but and I just wanted him to stop. I'm not being rude. Please don't server mute me because I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, that's my bad.
Okay, appreciate it. So he's saying that the girl wouldn't press charges. meaning he's exonerated. The girl doesn't consider it rape. But if a woman, right, gets fucked by her husband against her will, and let's say she's super Christian, right, where she's like, oh yeah.
Another quick thing, by the way, if you guys didn't know this, by law, the victim doesn't actually have to press charges. All because if they don't want to press charges doesn't mean anything. The state can still prosecute you and press charges for any crime. So just putting that out there. So once again, with what SurfBone is saying, that doesn't even work as an argument. That's one way AEROFLAME could easily just went across that, as a simple example. But basically what he's trying to do is just show like this and this and that, is that considered the R word? And then basically, he doesn't want to answer because he knows how bad it's going to make him look, because it's the same fucking equivalence basically, just the context is different slightly. And literally, this is that fucking simple. You know what I mean? Like, yes, no, you still would be considered the R word, whatever, yada, 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 because no matter what, even if they don't press charges or this or that or believe it, whatever, you still committed a crime due to the context and what you said, yada, 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 etc. And technically, if the state was aware of it, they would also potentially prosecute the fucking person. You know what I mean? It's that fucking simple.
I'm supposed to be subservient to my husband, etc., etc. But she got fucked against her will. That's still going to be rape even if she doesn't press charges. So her saying that she doesn't consider you a rapist does not change the fact that you fucked a girl who was inebriated to the point where her decision making was not what it's supposed to be, and she was going in and out of consciousness. Both of those make you fit the definition for rape, which is what I provided. It's what I provided. So
Simple.
Kosu, let me explain to you and see. I'm going to explain to you.
Wait. Let's allow
Sure.
SurfBone to respond.
Let's SurfBone respond. Go ahead.
Again, it's just like the whole thing is like both of us are drunk. That doesn't account for like any definition of rape. That's one thing. And again, she's the one that initiated it. The main thing that's like it's really contingent on your argument for me being a rapist is that she went in and out of consciousness. And again, no one is able to support you on this, and it's only based off of what I said one time. Like I said one time, or whatever, like I said, and you're just saying this is the only interpretation that exists. That like, oh, well, when he said he's going in and out, that basically that means she was going in and out of consciousness, and that I was literally fucking a dead corpse or whatever. But even though, oh my, Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay, so what I just linked to you is something showing that the her passing in and out of consciousness isn't the only reason you're fucking guilty of rape. It's illegal to have sex with someone who's inebriated by alcohol to the point where their decision making is impaired. She said that sober she would have not made that decision, but she did drunk, which is why it means that you were impaired. That means that she was mentally impaired.
Arrow, do you mind if we take it one point at a time?
I just addressed the point that he made.
I understand, but it seems like we're like giving the whole gist of the argument, and then the person responds to like one minute point, and I just...
No, I responded to the whole thing. He's saying that my entire case is predicated off of one point, and he keeps repeating it. And I'm telling him that that's not the case, because it's multiple points that prove that he's a fucking rapist. The fact that she was inebriated to the point that she couldn't make the same decisions that she would have made when she was sober, by definition, that means that she cannot give consent. So even if they both fucked each other, because actually in the recording, I think SurfBone even mentions that he heard her say she wants to have sex, and he was surprised because she had a boyfriend at the time. So he was aware of the fact that this was unusual for her, and he still fucked her.
Oh my god, it's not true.
That it.
No.
I'll go get the timestamp.
Wait.
No. But
Guys.
You see them dogpiling me again? Look at these pussy asses.
No.
They don't have hands. All they can do is try and jump. Everything I just said is true. I can even get you the timestamp.
Okay.
All right.
Can I
while you're
please
getting that timestamp, SurfBone, how do you contend the idea that, as Arrow said, she is out of her usual state of mind due to alcohol to
Okay.
whatever extent and making decisions she would
But-
not regularly, and therefore you are a rapist.
Okay, when I said like I was fucking surprised that it happened is because I was a virgin up until this point.
Okay,
and
so
I
he
didn't
said
think,
it.
Wait, Arrow.
Okay, wait.
Arrow,
I didn't
let's
finish
please be
because
respectful
you're
of
creating.
No shot. No shot that Surfboat lost his virginity to that situation, bro. That makes it like 10 times worse, bro, because that technically incentivizes every reason to fucking do it because you can get away with it, technically. Or be able to get something out of it that she would normally never do, that even she admitted and he admitted. But he's like, oh, since the opportunity is there, I guess now I can't be a virgin for the rest of my life. Here we go. Yay, you know? That's crazy, bro. No shot. That's how he lost his virginity. That is crazy. Oh my god.
Because
That's even worse,
like,
bro.
Arrow is trying to insert that the reason I was surprised was because this was an unusual act for her, even though this was not the case. The reason I said I was surprised was because I didn't think that she was actually gonna go that far, because I've never known someone like that before, and I've never had sex before until before that point. So it was the idea of like being offered sex surprised me. That's what happened. He's creating this new narrative, like, for some fucking reason, and now is lying still continues to lie. Like, I am actually fucking baffled this is still occurring right now.
Okay, Surfbone, I don't think you're responding to what Arrow's saying, which
Please
is
let me speak.
I am, though.
Arrow is
Spencer,
trying to communicate.
Just
Go
real
for it.
quick,
Just go
they
for it.
can't keep calling me a liar. I have all of this recorded. He didn't say that in the recording. He's lying. He's a liar. He didn't say that anywhere in the recording. They keep calling me a liar, but the recording is not matching up what this nigga said. Like, how the fuck am I a liar?
Yeah, you're...
This nigga's ridiculous. He can go ahead. He can respond to... Bro, this nigga's such a liar, bro.
Spencer got a DM from Troy and he immediately like
Jesus
took down his shit.
Can we just, again, I just wanted to point out the fact that it's just, again, the whole, like coincidental, he's now accusing me of rapist thing after the whole, like, Noodles versus SETH situation, and then, oh, lo and behold, like, he was for some fucking reason, he thought I was a rapist this entire time, and he's been lying to everybody about the whole thing, and then when, again, conveniently, he needs more shit to accuse Noodles of being, oh, well, you know, I have been supposedly holding back this grudge against Surfbone and think that he's a rapist. Why don't I just make Noodles look even worse by making him look like a rape apologist and accuse this motherfucker of being a rapist? It's like, it's just, again, it's like the convenience of this whole thing. It's just
finally like making
Okay,
progress. Can we not
Spencer,
go back
did
to
I
like,
not-
I don't
the
think I
first
need to
thing we
respond.
said?
I think I...
Wait, Spencer, did I not literally post a screenshot on March 24th of 2020 of me
day
saying
after-
that
yeah.
he is a rapist?
The day after you versus Parrot happened, or the day
Right.
of you go
So
back
it's
into
not-
Kingdom of
so
the
it
Apes.
wasn't conveniently with Noodles, because I said this a year ago.
Oh, I
Over
also
a
wanna-
year ago.
There's something else I want to bring up as well.
No, wait,
Surfbone,
no,
can you
Spencer,
please
wait,
respond?
just
I
hold
think
on,
it's
Surfbone,
responded.
hold on,
Conversation.
Surfbone. Hold on, Surfbone. Spencer, doesn't that mean that Surfbone just told a fucking lie?
What Surfbone said was not in accordance
Spencer,
with
if
reality.
Surfbone said that I magically brought it up and had a
Bro,
problem.
Spencer's always trying to sugarcoat shit. Like, just say as it is, bro. He fucking lied. Like, motherfucker said, he literally said dead ass, like, what Surfbone said does not correlate with reality. Like, what? Why? Like, shut up. Like,
with it only after the Noodles situation.
oh my
But
god.
I brought it up on the March 24th of 2020, telling everybody that I think he's a fucking rapist. Doesn't that mean that what Surfbone just told you is a lie?
It was not truthful. No.
Okay.
There you go, simple. He finally
I'd
said it. It's not
also,
true. Thank you.
before
That's
we
all you had to
even let
fucking say.
Surfbone get into this, I'd also like to bring up
The
the fact
AEROFLAME just keeps on continuously, like, proving definitively that Surfbone's just lying. Over and over, he keeps proving it, bro. Like, oh my god. Like, this is bad. This is bad, and it's crazy. Like, in AEROFLAME's new fucking videos and shit, Spencer really dead-ass thinks he ain't a fucking R-word. Like, he's being so extremely he's being extremely unbiased, and he's trying to play devil's advocate or constantly sugarcoat shit for fucking SURFBONE. I mean, so it's blatantly obvious where, like, you know, his line of emotions and mentality is in this situation, you know. And he is giving them both equal treatment. But it's like, after all this whole fucking shenanigans, and after everything else that's on fucking YouTube and you name it, you know what I mean? All recorded and you name it. You know, like, and this motherfucker still has the audacity to say it's not. Like, that is crazy. Like, I thought the motherfucker was smart. You know? From all the debates, you name it, and yada yada, like, you know, but I guess the guy, I guess when it just comes to fucking common sense, you know, whatever, like, you know, these high tier fucking dinglings just lose their brain capacity or something, you know? I don't know, it just goes out the fucking window. You know, they can debate Naruto, anime, or fictions all day, every day, but when it comes to reality itself, they're gone. It's a whole other fucking level of intelligence.
Actively lies to other people about me, and I have screenshots.
I'm sorry, if I was Arrow and I was there, I would not have patience for this shit. Like, I would be pissed, you know? Cause it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's just so fucking stupid. It's blatantly obvious what this all is. You know what I mean? There's nothing contentious about this, bro. Unless there's some fucking magical tooth fairy evidence out there that somehow fucking makes SURFBONE look innocent or some shit, which I highly fucking doubt, because I've already seen almost literally 90% of everything. Like, you know, but it's just crazy.
Jester telling me exactly what SURFBONE said, and I have refutations to all of it. So go ahead and look in general. These are exact quotes from SURFBONE. So he says, Noodles has a recording that proves Seth willingly admits he orchestrated the entire event off of a whim. Which is true. This is not the case because I decided to shut the fuck
be quiet
up,
while Arrow
you
speaks,
rapist bastard.
God damn. He said, shut the fuck up, you are bastard. God damn. But I don't blame him, bro. Like, because let's be real, bro. This type of shit would make you technically emotional in a way and really pissed off. I mean, think of it if it was your sister, your mom, your aunt, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, yada yada. Like, you're telling me you're not going to be pissed? Like, I don't even know the chick. But I'm pissed off, man. Like, it's fucking sad. Like, the guys, I'm sorry, but Noodles is a loser, and SURFBONE's a loser. Noodles has a fucking girlfriend that's over here getting clapped by some random dude at a Walmart, you know what I mean, and still wants to be with her and be a bitch. SURFBONE is a fucking virgin and can only lose his virginity by a girl being intoxicated. You know, like, these motherfuckers are just pure losers in the realm of woman.
I independently decided to have a trial for this nigga SURFBONE, and you can ask True himself, because we had already been, and let me get the screenshots of that, we had,
like, no matter what, I'll let it keep rolling. Is the last thing I'll say. I'm great with everybody else right now. I'm good with Swag, I'm good with Six, I'm good with Troy. I already got all the information I fucking needed. I'm great with all of them. Spencer and SURFBONE and Noodles are on the fucking shit list, okay? It's that fucking simple. And it's a little bit of an awkward situation because Spencer is technically associated extremely closely, like I'm talking about like family vibes, right? With Six, Troy, and you know, you name it, blah, blah. So it's a little weird because, you know, I'm kind of like, I just don't fuck with you type of a vibe right now with Spencer because of all this bullshit. Like, there's just no way that's how he fucking feels and like, you name it. And it is a little bit weird because it's like, you know, they're all great, etc., you name it, and then this fucking ding-a-ling is like, oh no, it's okay, you know? Like, and what's weird about it is he doesn't even like Noodles and SURFBONE. Like, he fucking hates them, you name it. He doesn't associate with them at all, yada yada. He even gave me plenty of context, you name it. But he really dead-ass thinks this is not the R-word. I don't get that. Like, and that's why I'm pissed off at him. You know, it's not like he's on their team or fucking, you know, whatever, blah, blah, like associates or friends with. None of that's the case either with fucking Spencer. It's the fact that he really just disagrees that it's not, and that's just crazy. I don't get that. Like, if I was AEROFLAME, bro, after all this went through and Spencer deadass told me to my face that, oh, it's not whatever, yada, 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 I would have fucking went off on him. Shit.
Had already been conducting this type of shit in World of Void before. Like, this nigga is a liar.
What was the first trial in Kingdom of the Apes? I know you guys had gone after Nell and Forks. Or Forks, not Nell yet. Just because people are gonna ask me to fact check you, Arrow. So I just
the
wanted to
first person that we tried to hunt down was Splash. Actually, that was the very first person I hunted nearly a year before fucking Surfbone. I already had a habit of chasing these niggas down. And you know that for a fact because that was the original splintering between myself and Splash and the rest of the SS. And in fact, hold on, let me check.
I recall that because it got to the point where you tried to pay Splash $100, or someone was willing to front $100 to let you into Splash's server to debate Splash on something.
Exactly, like, this nigga's just not telling the truth. Like, everybody knows that I had beef with Splash, and Splash was like, and I hate to say this on fucking recording, but Splash was like my best friend back then. That was my homie. Everybody knew that. And I still hunted that nigga to the ends of the earth because he wanted to talk to little girls. Like, fuck that nigga. And fuck Surfbone.
So,
anyway,
Surfbone,
back to what I was saying.
Wait, Arrow. I want to take this one screenshot at a time.
Sure.
And I think you said your piece about the first screenshot, Surfbone.
Absolutely.
You showed some contention with the idea that Seth did not orchestrate that. Could you please elaborate on that?
Okay, because I was basically told that Noodles had a full-on recording where basically Seth admits that he orchestrated the entire event based off of a whim and not because he thought I was a rapist, and that he was the one that was going to provide the recording of this thing. And then he was like, Seth was like, oh, I think Surfbone's a rapey boy. Then Noodles then gets onto him and says, so you think he's a rapist? And then he's like, no, I don't. Like, no, that's not the same thing. And then also, like, this is something that Noodles
I do recall seeing that screenshot or discussion, right?
Wait, where is it?
Where Seth says something about Surfbone's a rapey boy, and Noodles says, oh, you think he's a rapist? And I believe Seth said something back to the tone of, no, I just think that the story Surfbone told us was, like, really rapey.
But what does that have to do with me? Nothing, right?
I don't know, because I'm saying that he orchestrated the entire thing, and you're saying
I did that independently.
Could you contact Noodles to get that recording?
Yeah, do you have any proof of this? Because Spencer just vouched that I was hunting niggas down on my own long before you started.
It was I don't know if it's Noodles. Yeah, Noodles has not been on the rest of today, but yeah, we can.
Okay, well, go get it. Like, this phantom evidence, I don't give a fuck. Present it. You can?
The problem with that, even if that was true that Seth somehow orchestrated all this to happen and whatever for like what falls in or whatever, bottom line is he fucking said this shit. You know what I mean? And then not only that, there's abundance amount of tons of other evidence that further corroborates his notion. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, so what? Then is the girl on it too? Is everybody else on? Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like,
no, I don't have it on me, dude. I don't have it
on
me, dude. Noodles does.
You have literally no way to prove what you're saying is true, and the preponderance of evidence says that I hunt niggas down on my own, right?
So, Surfbone,
but that
do you
has
even
nothing
have
to do
like
with my situation, though?
Do you even have like? Could you even paraphrase anything from this recording for us?
He hasn't seen it. It doesn't exist.
No, it does exist. It's just
okay. Do you have it? Have you seen it?
Because
wait, have you seen it?
Said, wait, no, I have.
Okay,
okay,
Arrow,
want me to tell you?
let
no, I
don't.
Speak. Because he said it was a 6-hour recording, and he just didn't feel like he ever needed to actually send me it. But because now this whole thing is happening, I'm sure he'd be more than willing to send the recording to you whenever he gets the chance. But currently, I don't think he's not online right now.
This is like this IOU ass shit. The conversation with Jester was like, The Death of Noodles video where I talked about you being a rapist in front of 7.7 thousand people was a month ago. You don't think that 7.7 thousand people need to know that you're not a rapist?
I have more subs than AEROFLAME.
Yeah, but you also have more weight than me. You big bastard.
I almost spit my
Damn.
shit all over my keyboard.
Also,
No,
I just
yeah,
want to
almost.
point out, because you said that, like, in the comments that you clarified that, yes, I do.
No, I
do
never
know that-
clarified.
you
I said I acknowledged it.
Well, no, I'm saying that, like, because I pointed out there are certain things in the video that you just failed to like comment on that like involved my situation that I think are prevalent reasons for why I'm not a rapist.
Well,
and you said you only
Surfbone-
clarified in the comment section.
No,
How do
that's
you
not
surf-
what
Wait, guys,
how many
guys,
of us-
guys, there's no reason to speak over each other.
You can check the
Spencer.
comment section.
Wait, guys,
Spencer, didn't he say originally that I cut out parts of the recording that painted him a
Yes.
certain way? Isn't that what he said initially?
That was what he said, and that's what I.
And now he's trying to change it
No,
now
no.
Oh, he didn't fucking.
Surfbone,
Shut the
please
fuck
let him
up, you
speak.
fat, stupid
No.
rapist bitch, before I slam your stupid ass again. Get the fuck out of here. Stop talking when I'm talking, bitch ass nigga.
Arrow, please calm down.
No, tell him to stop talking when I'm talking. I'm tired of
I
telling
already
this
did.
fat ass.
I already did.
Okay, so like I said, this nigga is now just lying.
Apparently,
Everybody.
Surfbone's fat
He's
now.
been caught lying multiple times in this call. So why the fuck would we believe anything that he said? Because, and
Funny,
correct me
it's
if I'm
funny you
wrong.
say that.
No, shut the fuck up, bruh. Like I've asked you respectfully multiple times now to shut your fucking mouth. Have I not? Haven't I?
Yeah, you have, and it's pretty immature.
And I need you to just stop talking when I'm talking, because I want to prove to you niggas and all the other niggas in the call that I can fucking reason and prove you to be a rapist. I don't have to spurg. But if you want me to not spurg on you, like you've expressed interest in multiple
I honestly
times,
don't care.
just be quiet,
Surfbone,
Surfbone.
please be
Just
quiet.
please
while
be
Arrow
quiet.
speaks.
Just all you have to do is not talk when I'm talking. Otherwise, this is going to become like the quote-unquote ape fest, where apparently you get nervous and you start admitting to crimes. So
Flex up,
please just calm
catch
down.
out, big
Please
bands,
don't come
roll up,
crazy.
flex
And
up,
please just
catch
stop
out,
talking when
big
I'm
bands,
talking. I'm
roll
just
up,
asking you very
flex up.
nice. Okay, so Spencer, as it stands right now, everything I've said has been true. Every time someone's asked me for evidence for it, I've been able to produce it immediately. Correct?
That is my recollection. Yes.
Meanwhile, Surfbone,
That is my
everything
recollection.
he said,
This
and his friends have
motherfucker.
called me a liar on. Surfbone simply corroborated my story, and anything that he has said about what I'm saying has been just untrue. Right?
For the
The
most part,
vast
yes.
majority. He's consistently lied throughout this conversation.
Or been. I don't like to use the
Or
word
been
lie.
proven
'cause-
wrong.
Yes.
Or proven
evidence
that his
is-
recollection is inaccurate.
Yes.
And there have been no contradictions.
You know what's
in
funny
my
about all
story.
this? Even though Spencer completely disagrees and he's being completely equal to both sides, unbiased, whatever, yada yada, the fact that all I keep hearing from Spencer as the moderator, yes, 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 yes to everything Arrow is saying, just further goes to show you how bad it looks. This is so one-sided, dude. What's good, Snowhawk? We're over here in the drama scheme of things, and we're reacting to the debate between AEROFLAME and Surf R-word. Okay. Well, they've already said the word so many times. I'll just fucking say it once. Surf rapist. Okay. And basically, it's been completely one-sided. AEROFLAME's been slamming him, exposing him, etc. It's the SETH treatment all over again. And for whatever random wild reason, okay, apparently even Spencer disagrees and thinks that the girl was not R-word, okay, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever with the abundance amount of objective evidence that we have. And AEROFLAME is pissed off at Spencer because of it, rightfully so, in his recent new updated video, and you name it, as well. And he was calling all three of them out because they're all three being fucking losers about it. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, Noodles is a guy that has to go get clapped at Walmart and still stays with her because he's a bitch and he's a loser, right? Woman. Then you have Surfbone, who has to lose his virginity by R-wording a girl. Then you, like, deadass, I'm not even joking. He's legit shit. And then we have Spencer's dumbass, who's apparently supposed to be one of the most greatest high-tier debaters, super intelligent anime, guy, whatever, yada yada. But when it comes to a simple common sense IRL topic, the motherfucker doesn't also agree either, which is insane. So, but yeah, that's basically for the most part what this has all been so far. Because I was just checking out AEROFLAME's like new, recently updated stuff on the whole situation. Because I was just curious. And like when the whole Keemstar situation was going on, I already watched all this stuff that was recently out, that was available. And the only things I never saw was the debate stuff of, to prove whether if he is or not. So that's basically all we're doing. Once this is done, then there's like one last thing we can check out, and I just don't remember whether if I've seen it. So what's it called? And that's basically what we're working with. So, and I'll double check for that video to make sure I'm not watching something again. But I highly doubt I've seen it though, because I don't recall seeing that though. So,
but there have been multiple in his. Like the bitch somehow giving a recollection.
And you're not wrong. Long time no see. I'm just streaming for today. I'm not like officially back or anything as well. I'm just kind of getting into the swing of things. It's been a while since I've done a reaction or gaming stream. So this is we're about to finish the reaction stuff, and then we're gonna get right into the gaming stuff and play some Walking Dead for a good bit. And then that'll probably do it. I maybe might do either Dead Island or Overwatch 2 today. Maybe. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, yes.
But saying that there's holes in her recollection, but then saying, but she wasn't falling in and out of consciousness. She just has gaps in her memory, even though the original story he said was that she was in and out of consciousness. It's just inconsistent across the board. The only person who's presented any sort of consistency is me. The only person who's shown that he isn't a fucking lying bastard or a liar is me.
I think
right?
I think we've done enough on this first screenshot. Can we move on to the second?
Yes, absolutely. What's the second screenshot?
True was there, and that SurfBone convinced True and Arrow that he's not a rapist.
Okay, yeah,
SurfBone,
I actually have direct screenshots for that. That's where he tries to say that we convinced him that he isn't a rapist. Here are the DMs for that, actually, where SurfBone actually thanks us for what we did, i.e. getting him out of the community. And then this is me telling True that we literally had to send this nigga into fucking witness protection because he was going to get dogged by thousands of people.
Arrow, could you read it? Because it's a little small for me to see.
Yes, absolutely. So, SurfBone, you mind if I ask a favor? And you tell Tyler not to get on my ass. He's a chill guy, and I noticed him being one of the ones tagging me and saying shit during the trial, quote unquote. Unless he's going to be a snitch and tell niggas I wasn't lying. True responds, I will try tell him to chill. Because True can't, you know True.
He's British, yeah.
Yeah. Surfbone responds, I know some people are still gonna hate me because of this situation, but the less people that I care about how they view me that hate me because of this, the better. True responds, yeah, I will tell him to chill, but I don't want to tell him what we talked about since I think he will probably let it slip, which is telling people that he lied so people wouldn't know that he's a rapist. I wanted him to get off the platform because there's really nothing I can do. You can't report niggas on Discord with video calls, so there's nothing I can do at that point. But regardless, Zirpone says, all right, gotcha. True responds, not right now, I'm doing something, maybe later. And this is about 30 minutes have passed. And Surfbone responds, okay. And then Surfbone says again, can you also tell Is to back off especially, because he was being such a spurg, OMG. So me and True were protecting him. True responds, yes, I will talk to him next time I see him. And Surfbone responds, all right, and thanks for helping me out back there. I do appreciate that a lot, you and Arrow. True says, yeah, it was a tough situation. Surfbone responds, I was seriously not knowing what to do because I don't like lying to people, lying that he lied about it. But I also didn't want to be known as a rapist because he couldn't prove himself to be not a rapist. And he says, and I hope you like my acting skills back there because pretty much everyone I talked to about it thought I was genuinely on the urge of tears. And then
now,
me and True talk.
On the first screenshot,
yes.
Surfbone, do you still feel that Do you still feel as though that first screenshot, saying like you convinced Arrow and True that you were not a rapist?
Because they told me that they didn't think I was one, and that they were trying to get me out of the situation. That's what they told me. That's what I was told in that call. That they didn't think I was a rapist, and they were trying to figure out the best way for me to get out of the situation. And Arrow said the best way for me to do that was to go and lie in front of everybody, and to tell everybody that it was a lie.
I recall that portion.
Where do you screenshots post?
May I read the second?
They're in general. Yeah.
Okay. AEROFLAME added me to the call at 6:20. AEROFLAME at 6:30. We sent this nigga into witness protection. True, we saved his life. I did not think it was so bad. Holy shit. AEROFLAME, dead ass. True, imagine if we said he was getting raped. I think he meant to say, imagine if we said he was a rapist. You know, True just can't fucking talk.
He's British,
so I just assumed that's what he meant, and I said, listen, that would have been crazy. And True says, like, and then I say, should we tell the Key Boys we sent him into witness protection, which is the people who were on, which is the people who were on his ass, like Isk, Tylern, etc. It was me and True who stopped it. So all of this shit where this nigga doesn't get black or he didn't get jumped on, Parrot and Noodles had nothing to do with that. Yeah, I fucking you're familiar with Fate, right, Spencer?
The series?
Yeah.
No, not too much though.
Well, there's this ability called Roll Ias, where you put multiple layers of protection in front of someone to keep them safe, and that's what I did to fucking Surfbone, and he spit in my face. Because it says blatantly right there that it was so bad, the only conclusion that we could come to is that he's a rapist. And clearly I think he's a rapist, because I've been espousing that he's a rapist since March 24th of 2020.
2 days after the actual trial.
2 days after. So he can't say that I didn't think he was a rapist, because I said this nigga's a rapist. So I tried to show him mercy, and the reason also, I don't know, have you listened to the me versus Parrot recording?
I've tried.
Okay, well, did you listen to the quiet portion?
No, I did not.
So in the quiet portion, the reason that I go ballistic, and the reason that I feel so mad, and this situation riles me up to this point, is because Surfbone told Parrot that I forced him into making those admissions. That I forced it from him, and I bullied him into the situation that he was in. Even though I'm the one who reached into fucking perdition and yanked this nigga about like I'm fucking Castiel from Supernatural, my nigga. He had the audacity to go around telling people that I'm a liar, that I'm a rat weasel fuck, when I'm the one who gave him the out in the first place. I said, Surfbone, what is it? What does Scar say to Simba? I say, run away from the Pride Lands and never return. And this nigga comes back. That's not on me.
This nigga Arrow, bro.
I think this is like this. I think the DMs between Surfbone and True are particularly damning to this idea. But Surfbone,
can I please?
Surfbone, I'm more than welcome to hear you out, and then I think we can move on to the next one.
Yeah, because I tell this to everybody that I felt like, especially in a situation where I said I didn't know what to do, because they were telling me that if I didn't, that they were giving me an ultimatum that I was either a liar or I was a rapist, and that I couldn't say that I was in a middle, and I was in a middle ground. Because if I said I was in a middle ground, that they were going to try to report me to Discord and possibly call the police. And that's when I was freaking out, because I didn't know whether, like, what reporting this Discord actually does, so I was freaking out. And basically, when they said, oh, we're going to try to get an out for you, like, hey, let's lie in front of everybody, I'm like, okay, fine. But then afterwards, when I had this conversation with Noodles and Parrot, they're like, dude, why didn't Arrow, if he was trying to be your friend and was saying, I don't think you're a rapist and I'm trying to help you out, he then, instead of going in and saying, hey everybody, I feel like I lied, and well, not that he lied, it was like, I'm wrong for trying to accuse this guy of being a rapist, and I don't, and it's like, he's not a rapist. Because that's what he told me because that's what he told me in the call, and that's why he was trying to get me out of the situation. I don't know why he's not even mentioning that's the that's what he told me. Because that's what happened.
This call is recorded. The DM call you're speaking about.
Is it? I wish it was, because I feel like that would definitely.
I swear this behind closed door call is recorded. Arrow?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
That the DM call where you leave the trial, have your little like TP powwow, right? Behind closed doors. That's recorded, correct? You have that recorded? Or is it true?
I don't think so. I think True has it.
Because I know you take. I'm pretty sure that's where the 10-second clip from the death of Noodles comes from.
No, that's from the SurfBone expose video. That's different. So, True is not gonna respond. He doesn't want to get involved in the whole SurfBone. That's why he won't give me the recording of the full trial.
It's also 6 a.m. for him.
Yeah, it's also but I'm talking like I've consistently asked him for stuff on it, and he just said he doesn't want to get involved, and I'm not gonna disrespect that nigga.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't blame him because I literally was saying like this one time in Speeners, like my server, I was literally saying, here's what some people say about SurfBone. Here's what other people say about SurfBone. I got like witch hunted by Noodles.
Yeah, because like it's just irrational at this point. But regardless of what I might have said to SurfBone in the call, 2 days later, after more pondering, and after hearing that SurfBone didn't appreciate what I had to do for him, I was like, you know what? This nigga's just this nigga's a rapist, right? Like, even if I said, because I really do not believe that I said that I don't think that you're a rapist. I genuinely don't believe that.
I'm genuinely confused why you tried to get me out of that situation then.
Because there's nothing that I can do to you. That's what I've said multiple times. I've gone on 30-minute rants about how a recording of someone saying I rape 2-year-olds literally cannot get anything from you if you report them to Discord. There's nothing I can do about that. And if I don't know where you live, how the fuck would I call the police? There's nothing I can do.
Are we fine moving on to the next
get you out of my community. That's the only thing that I can do.
I feel like we're recovering old ground.
Okay, so can we go to the next screenshot where he lied?
Arrow was trying to drop the entire situation according to Trini.
Okay, 3/24/2020, I said this nigga's a rapist 2 days after.
Do you recall ever saying something of the like to Trini, like you just want the situation to die down?
I wish Jester was in here, because what Trini actually said to SurfBone, or what Trini actually said to SurfBone, is that Arrow doesn't talk about it as much, so I assumed that he dropped the whole thing, but it turns out that I was wrong, because Jester actually spoke to Trini, and Trini answered the question.
You want me to get Jester?
Yeah, if you can. If you can get Jester in here, he has the screenshot.
SurfBone, do you have any specific knowledge about?
Is Jester in VC?
Is he in this VC?
What?
He's not in this VC. No. He's probably in VC somewhere else. Troy will go get him. SurfBone, do you have any specific knowledge about like these supposed conversations between Arrow and Trini?
Okay, because when I talked to Trini, I asked him if he knew about my situation, and he said he did, and that he was telling me that like that the reason every time that me and Arrow ever got into like a VC together, and like the reason he's never called me out in front of everybody just like this situation was because he wanted to drop the drama. And I just find it really odd that if he was trying to that he wants me to get out of the community supposedly because he thinks I'm a rapist. I don't know why he hasn't been on my ass 24/7 ever since that whole thing. And then he conveniently is now like I said conveniently twice. that he's like.
Sorry if you guys heard all the
calling
typing
me
shit.
a
I didn't
rapist and
mean
trying
for
to
that
get
background
on
noise.
me in public again with this whole thing.
I'm gonna say
Now,
something about this
not
because I've been relatively
this whole
quiet
thing.
about this idea. Seth literally said, "Is the Noodles drama done?" We were like in the SS, and he's like, "Are we done with the Noodles drama? I'd like to be." Like, I don't understand this idea that Arrow was like following Seth's bidding.
Yeah, I think he's asleep, bro. I think he's asleep in a VC. I'm so pissed.
Jester.
Yeah. Jester's live. He been AFK all day, apparently. That nigga's slumped.
Let me find my phone. Let me see if I screenshotted it. Because I saw... he streamed his to us when he talked to Trini. Let me see if I can get
And
that
then
as well.
Jester's last screenshot is just ground we've already covered.
Okay. So let me see.
It's
if I
just
can
why
get-
would he go lie if he thinks you're a rapist? Arrow's
How long
already
have y'all
said.
been talking about this?
A little bit longer, right in an hour. I've been recording for
Okay.
54 or 55:03.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
How that nigga even told people this? Like, damn.
Bro, where the fuck is it, bro? Please.
That nigga North a bitch on God.
Only is godliest, my nigga.
So, Surfbone, do you understand Arrow's perception of the situation?
Do I understand his perception?
Like, why he draws the conclusions that he does?
I honestly don't know.
So,
How
just
can you
to be
not?
clear about what I'm more specifically asking about, you do not understand why, from the knowledge of the situation
I was
that
under these.
Arrow has, why he would dictate that this sex would be less than consensual.
No, I don't understand why he's still under that perception. No. Even after I clarified in this whole VC, and then when I clarified it to him, like, why he would just not want... Why, again, it's like I said multiple times before, it just seems so convenient that now he's going public about this whole thing again, because after the whole Noodle and Seth situation happened, and that he wasn't on my ass 24/7, and that he didn't go back into calls saying that I was a rapist, and that, like, oh, well, I think you're a rapist, even after I heard this whole thing again, Surfbone, you're a fucking rapist, bro, and just, like, this whole, it's like,
Seth
I really
more or
don't get the
less
whole
told
thing.
the entire SS to, like, shut up about it.
Yeah, that's why. And then even in me and Seth's DMs, I'm like, why do we not talk about Surfbone being a rapist? And I can get you that as well. Do you want those screenshots? Because I've never forgotten that you were a rapist. Do not get it twisted. Do you want the screenshots of me calling you a rapist in his DMs, Surfbone?
whose?
Seth's.
No,
Before this, are you sure? Because you're
No,
saying that I
I'm
conveniently.
pretty sure I've seen-
You're saying
No,
I
wait,
wait, Surfbone. You're saying I conveniently brought it up. I will show you before the Death of Noodles video, me talking about you being a weirdo rapist. Trying to say I'm a liar.
I'm not really pausing a lot because I haven't had a reason to really pause. And so far, this has been extremely one-sided and just Arrows is fucking slamming. But we're gonna keep it rolling. We're almost done with the video. We're almost done. So this video is already as long as it is, anyways. So.
Go into my DMs with
Well, these
Seth.
motherfuckers over here posting some weird ass hentai shit in the chat. Well, technically they're not naked, but they're just posting nothing but weird ass like cartoon shit. These women, like, what's going on with this server?
And provide the fucking the screenshots of me being like, Surfbone is a weirdo rapist. I don't think he should be in here. Do you want to see it?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, so I need you to stop bringing that shit up and trying to make me out to be some... I don't even know what the fuck you're trying to prove, but it's retarded.
Can I ask a question?
Nope.
Like,
What?
No, it's
Yes.
a one-on-one. Otherwise the rest of the other Power Rangers are gonna try and unmute me dog files. Like, they were jumping me 3-on-1 and Spencer caught him before he came in here.
damn.
By the way, guys, in about like 20 minutes, me and Jay are gonna link up and talk about some stuff. So what's it called? I'm not, it's not gonna be like shown on stream or recorded, unfortunately. It's some private stuff, and it's not really fair to other people to discuss that unless I get the permission. So I'm just gonna talk with some stuff about him, hang for a bit, and then I'll be back and we'll start gaming for the stream. So I will be taking a minor break shortly though, but we're gonna finish this and then we'll move forward.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, all these niggas.
Like
Oh, no shot Noodles is here, bro. No shot. Oh, here we go. Here we go, bro.
Easy Con and PJ were losing their fucking minds because I said that nigga raped.
All right, Noodles is here.
Yeah,
Noodles is here.
I'm
Surfbone,
here
what was the
Noodles is here? Oh, I can't wait to beat up on this fat fuck. Yeah, what's up,
Arrow.
Noodles? No,
Wait,
bro,
Arrow.
I just can't stand this nigga because last time we talked, he had that faggot nigga PJ ban me and then ran out like he was some hard shit. What's good, Noodles? You fat fuck. Hey, Noodles.
God damn.
Noodles. I actually have something for you.
Please.
Why is it that your girlfriend sent news?
No, I'm good, dude. Okay.
Yeah,
Nah.
Arrow,
Fuck all
wait,
that.
okay.
yeah, anyway.
This was being moderated until Noodles' appearance.
Mister,
So-
I like to call people niggas. We're gonna continue.
Okay, wait. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Everyone, please be quiet. Noodles is here. Noodles is here for a specific purpose,
You can
right?
debate me on this surf
Nah, I don't
Noodles
want to
is
debate,
here.
bro. I want to show that your girlfriend gets her pussy fucking demolished, bro. Let me
Wait,
show you.
time out.
Let me show you this bitch. So wait, hold on.
What happened to the normal
Yeah.
conversation we had before?
Wait.
Here we go. Okay, y'all can have a normal conversation now. For everyone in the chat, just look in general and enjoy those screenshots real quick.
Yeah, you can send the screenshots I sent Seth. It's whatever, bro. Just show
Yeah.
how
Just
they
of that
whatever.
noodles getting absolutely cucked. And here's that same.
Arrow's over here already exposing Noodles again of him getting cucked. No shot, bro.
bitch that she left him for, yelling at that nigga and abusing the fuck out that bitch. Look at the way the nigga she left Noodles for was talking to that bitch. Look at that shit. That shit is crazy.
Okay, so for one, neither of those are in context. For two,
Arrow
that's
trying to
not-
fucking cry about being a dog pile, but
hold
does it
on,
with
hold on,
SS
hold
Goon.
on, Arrow.
It's
Universe,
Noodles
if I can
and
explain this.
Surfbone. I'm talking by myself.
Yeah,
You
hold on.
stupid
The
bastard.
screenshots are
PJ,
correct.
Hey, you
went
already
on
know,
mute
Brock
and
TV.
helped your
You
faggot
already
ass
know.
boyfriend. You can. You can. Let's get it, you faggot ass niggas. What's good with it? I love it. I
Why
love
isn't
the
he
energy.
getting muted?
You pussy ass niggas.
I would appreciate it if I could explain this.
Go ahead, nudies.
Yeah. Anyway, the first screenshots are me, by the way, she's talking to. Second, the second person that.
Yeah, I'm
that's
talking about where
yelling at
that bitch is beating on her. Where that bitch is like, hey, bitch, why you got niggas in the house for 6 hours? Where she's getting run through. Where that bitch is getting run through after she's already fucking left you and you took her back.
Watch this.
I was in
You're a
her house.
disgusting piece of like. How the fuck you let your
Look at this
girl get
total
run
derail.
through
What-
and then
what's
you
with the
take that
derail,
bitch back?
bro?
That's
He's
so
not
weird.
lying, bro.
That's so odd. You want to talk? Wait, yeah, let's go back to it, Surfbone.
Yeah, I
Wait, let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. That's fine. We can go back to it. Let's go back to it right now.
If we're gonna go back,
I can't even hear Noodles, to be honest with you, bro. He's so low.
Surfbone is telling me you have a recording.
I even have this on
that
full volume, too.
Orchestrates the trial himself. Show me that.
I don't have a recording. I have a screenshot though.
Okay,
Could you
so
please
the
provide it?
recording. So Spencer, the recording that Surfbone talked about does not fucking exist.
If he's talking about the shit that like admits.
No,
that-
I'm talking about
Another
the
time of Surf R word is exposed for lying. Doesn't have a recording, but hey, at least he was right on technically, the defense claim, right? You know what I mean? It's just a screenshot instead, though. But for the millionth time, exposed.
recording that he said you have
Oh,
of him
shit.
orchestrating the trial.
wait,
Where is that?
More specific.
Arrow. We now know that the recording doesn't exist, but Noodles proposed that there's a screenshot.
Yeah, either way, it
Noodles,
doesn't matter what
noodles.
kind of evidence I have, as long
Okay.
as there's evidence, right?
Noodles.
No.
Could you wait? Okay,
Yes. Why do you care?
If you say,
What
if you
Arrow
say
is-
Wait. I'm just gonna explain to this stupid ass nigga why that's so
explain
dumb.
it. He might have
He just
misremembered and
asked
had
me a
screenshot,
question.
'cause I have a
Did he
screenshot.
not just ask me if the evidence doesn't matter and I'm going to
I have
answer
tons
it?
of
Look
stuff,
at these
bro.
niggas running in and trying to
Doesn't matter.
dogpile me,
Evidence
and I'm just trying to respond to
No,
news.
hold on. I don't
Shut
care
the
about
fuck
anyone
up,
else.
bro. I'm trying to talk.
Because these
I'm
guys
trying to
don't
talk.
know
You
I
pussy
can't,
ass
and I know
niggas
you're
ain't
a
got
fucking
the
little bitch.
stamina.
Here we go.
I know you niggas
Here we
don't have
go.
the fucking lung capacity to out talk old AEROFLAME.
do
You
doing?
see how we tried to just
Arrow,
go
what are you
back on
doing? What are you
topic,
doing,
and
Arrow?
now all these goons are trying to fucking derail and trying to fucking separate from the conversation. I'm trying to continue the conversation. These niggas are just trying to dogpile.
Spencer, could you mute everyone?
Look at these niggas. They're jumping me. These pussy niggas.
Oh my god, here we go, bro.
Each one of you pussy ass niggas don't have fucking hands. I don't know who the fuck that nigga is talking with the gravelly ass, pussy ass voice, but you don't have the juice. I'm a
Shut up, Arrow.
Shut up, AEROFLAME.
Anyway, hold on.
Damn,
Give me a
nigga.
Who are these
Hold on.
random people
I-
getting called?
Yeah, if we're just gonna talk about random shit that we brought up, why did every single one of Arrow's closest friends come to me and tell me?
Shit, bro. Yeah, hush mode, VC.
Okay,
yeah,
Yaga.
the king of this VC.
Okay, thank God
Wait,
I have fucking mod now. I can do something. Everybody's getting muted and we're starting over, alright? So, why is Surfbone deafened? No.
The moment
I actually-
Spencer was gone, it went to fucking chaos.
Only DC'd Surfbone. Shit. Okay, Surfbone's back. I'm sorry, Surfbone accidentally DC'd you, right? So, okay, so Arrow wanted this screenshot from Noodles, right? Noodles, can you please just provide the screenshot in a succinct explanation of the context? And then Arrow, you will speak and respond to the screenshot. Is
Alright.
everyone okay with this? Arrow, Surfbone, Noodles, can you just type in chat and be like, yeah, I'm fine with that? Okay. Noodles, you have the floor.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on, let me see if I can find this motherfucker. It's basically it was shown on YouTube or whatever. It was like a slight like little glimpse of like Seth and Arrow's DMs, and they were like Seth was like showing him basically.
Yo, shut up, nigga. Shut up.
I can grab the screenshot and I can explain it first, retard.
Shut up, nigga.
He literally told me to explain context, so I don't know why the fuck you're like.
I
getting on that
did
shit.
specifically ask him to explain the context.
Yeah, I'm just going ahead and doing it now. That way I can just go. It's literally just basically Seth sending shit to Arrow mid-debate to basically help him like convict Surfbone or whatever.
You know, it's funny. I just love the irony of how like
if
Seth
you-
the pedo's
if you
involved
have
in
the
all this
context
crazy
in the
shit too.
screenshot and you can
Doesn't
get the
surprise
first
me, bro.
It's in
I'm
his
just,
DM with
I'm
Seth,
not,
so he
I
could
just
post it if he
cannot,
wants to, or else
I
I'm gonna
know that
find
I
it.
cannot leave both of you unmuted at the same time.
Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and let that motherfucker go. I won't. I'll just.
Arrow, if you'd like to explain the
I
screenshot while both
know
of you are
the
looking for it, I'd
exact
appreciate it.
screenshot that he's talking about, and you can indeed go to the webcam parrot video and see it. But the thing that he's not mentioning is that Seth was giving me sources for why Surfbone's a rapist after the trial had already concluded. That's why I think that Noodles and Surfbone are dishonest fucking liars. Because
Wait, Arrow,
listen,
no need-
listen. I
there's
don't
no
understand why all these niggas started talking when I was talking.
No, I'm muting everybody that mics up and talks, right? There's no need to go into like insults, right? If we could just find the screenshot.
He called me a motherfucker right before
The pedo is getting name dropped a lot. You ain't wrong. Shit.
So he's
How
a
is
fat
Slow
fuck.
getting?
We got two individuals now. We got Surfbone, the rapist, and we
Okay,
got
so like I said,
not
these niggas are
Surfbone the
just
rapist,
being
Surf
dishonest.
rapist.
They're
And then we got Seth the pedo.
That they supposedly
We got two
had.
people now.
Seth did not orchestrate it because those DMs were after the
Trying to think of a
trial took
name to
place.
call for Spencer.
If
though.
somebody
like
could just
Spencer,
provide the DM, that would
fucking
be great.
denser. I don't know, right? Maybe that'd be good. Denser. I
To
don't,
race to the
I
finish.
don't know how the fuck you say his
In
goddamn
fact-
name. Maybe I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I'm pretty sure it is Spencer though.
Yeah, no, that's all I had. So yeah, once he posts the screenshot, you're gonna see that the dates just don't line up. That's why I just don't give a fuck about Noodles. Like he's like this whole thing is a gotcha in a video that I posted publicly to my channel. Everybody has seen that shit.
Bro, R-Baller, I don't know who put that much effort into that shit, but that shit is fire. I'm snatching that. If anybody needs help, it should be, this screenshot should reside near the end of March. With Seth.
At least the 22nd.
Because I remember the trial started, like 8 p.m.
Shut up, nigga.
The trial started on 8 p.m. On the 22nd. And then there was the day after. And then Arrow gets kicked from greatest place of debating on the 24th.
So far, we're looking for shit.
Bro, these Lego sets are fucking hilarious.
I have.
Why is the Seth one 25% off, bro?
I have the screenshot that he's talking about. I have it.
Okay. Arrow, if you could
look in general, he's a liar. Look at it. It was on. It said today, and the date dated in the bottom right corner, 3/24. Seth sent that to me at that same day at 6:58. The trial was 2 days before that.
This would have been after your screaming match.
That's
with
during the parrot conversation.
Shut up,
now, Arrows, I'm gonna unmute Surfbone. And once you're done with, once this whole Surfbone shit is, oh, Noodles has a contention. Are you fine, Arrow, Surfbone? Are you fine with letting Noodles in?
Yeah, let him give his contention because it's not gonna be true.
Fuck, I keep misclicking Surfbone. Are you fine with letting Noodles talk?
With letting Noodles talk, yes.
Okay. Noodles, what was your contention with this, like, date lineup? You're unmuted.
So that's not the only screenshot I had. I didn't get to explain that, but yeah, that's one of them. It basically just shows, like, during the Parrot situation, he was intentionally trying to get Arrow to debate Parrot on the exact thing, basically orchestrating him to debate Parrot and, like, cause even more fucking uprising. So even if that's not necessarily the initial Surfbone situation, that's still him orchestrating some shit. Now, that's not the only screenshot, though. There's also this. So he specifically told me in my DM with him that he was intentionally going out of his way to antagonize Surfbone. And I also have eyewitness testimony to him telling me in call that he didn't like Surfbone before this recording even happened. So,
okay, none of that has anything to do with me.
This doesn't have anything to do with what's actively ongoing.
It was about whether or not.
Wait,
I'm just gonna mute Noodles so we can continue with what's ongoing.
So Spencer, so if you look at the actual screenshot and if you look at the video, the timestamp is at 1:39. I haven't even opened Seth's messages, and the debate with Parrot had already started. Whoever this Daddy Arrow nigga is, get him the fuck up out of here, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. You're so fucking annoying. Okay, so I hadn't even
has a contention
him to debate Parrot and, like, cause even
continue with what's ongoing.
So Spencer, so if you look at the actual screenshot and if you look at the video, the timestamp is at 1:39. I haven't even opened Seth's messages, and the debate with Parrot had already started. Whoever this Daddy Arrow nigga is, get him the fuck up out of here.
He said Daddy Arrow?
You're so fucking annoying.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I hadn't even opened Seth's messages, and the debate had already started. That's why I think that these niggas are just dishonest liars. They're not telling the truth. That is not true. And him talking about Seth
apparently he has the evidence for it too. He even gave Spencer the timestamp, and he said, like, nah, that screenshot's bullshit. The context is yada yada. All that's cap.
Liking Surfbone, that has nothing to do with me.
That's why you want to always hold on to all the information. Otherwise, false narratives shall commence.
Does it?
Surfbone, are you fine with like acknowledging that this screenshot doesn't corroborate what was said in the Jester screenshot?
Bro, I just realized Troy's in
What
there
was-
now.
Can we
Let
just
me
recount-
speak in his stead. No, what the fuck?
Okay, wait.
The original Jester screenshot, which was that fuck. Let me read it word for word.
Okay. Let him up here then. Let's debate on if Surfbone's a rapist right now. I didn't want to make this a huge thing. Bullet or whoever the fuck is in here who has mods, y'all can go ahead and announce me and Noodles are debating. I'll do it in front of everybody. Ain't no big deal.
I'll announce it.
Yeah, go ahead and announce it.
I don't give a shit.
Surfbone, you see your niggas making it public.
I keep talking when my fucking thing is muted. What's it called? So another fun fact is that was also interesting of like hinting that literally Noodles and him brought to debate, because there was a video of them debating this particular thing where Noodles was defending Surfbone on whether or not, and I remember seeing it because I had it saved in my watch later as well, but somehow someway the video disappeared. I don't know if it was re-uploaded or whatever, but I could search again, you know, but like that shit was just gone, fucking gone from the face of the earth. Like, so I knew I wasn't tripping on that because this video was up, but yeah, they took this one down too, so I couldn't watch it either. And then next thing you know, the fucking the same thing with the Noodles thing, you know. So I knew that was fucking available, but they took it away. And I'm so pissed. 'Cause I know that shit was hilarious, bro. I know it was funny.
Public. I didn't want it to be public.
Listen,
but
I'll
now
let
it's the
Surfbone
debate and I'm
decide if
gonna
he
trash
wants-
this
if
nigga. So let's get
Surfbone
it
wants-
done.
if
Let's
Surfbone
get it
wants to
started.
do it,
Now
then
let's
I'll
get
do
it
it.
started. Let's get it started.
I'm
Because
gonna
I'm
ask
sick of you
Surfbone first,
pussy ass.
bitch.
I'm
I'm
sick
gonna
of you
ask Surfbone
pussy ass
first, then
niggas.
I'll
I'm
answer
sick
you,
of
bitch.
you and Izzy and
Alright.
all you faggot
I
ass
don't give a
niggas
fuck what you're
always
sick of,
trying to do
bitch. You're
some
such a little
stupid
pussy.
shit.
Shut up.
Now I'm
Stop
finna
being shut
embarrass
up.
you
No one
niggas
cares
in front
about
of
your fucking
everybody, bro. It's not a big
emotional
deal.
anime speech.
It's not
Fuck
a
out of
big
here.
deal, bro.
Just let me
Like,
answer
I don't
Surfbone.
care for this back and forth.
Do you want me
I
to
don't
fucking
care for
wait
this
for
back
a
and forth. Let's
I've
just
been
get
waiting
started.
for a while to smash
Let's
the
just
fuck
get
out of it. The
started.
only
You
reason I
ready?
haven't is because you motherfuckers have.
Are you ready?
I just need to know if I can whip
Are
your
you
ass.
ready?
Good, Jay.
I'm asking, bitch.
Are you ready to debate?
I'm
Surf.
asking
Wait,
right
wait,
now.
I don't
wait,
give a
wait.
fuck.
Okay,
I don't give a
okay.
fuck.
Wait,
Are you
Arrow,
ready to debate?
Arrow, Noodles, please be quiet. Surfbone. Noodles
Oh shit,
is
my
asking
bad.
for
I was
opinion.
muted.
Can he debate?
No,
Arrow
you're
on
good,
this?
bro. I finally just finished this shithole of a disaster.
Dude, I just saw all the shit Arrow posted. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, and another thing that I just confirmed, I knew I wasn't crazy. That AEROFLAME, he also debated Noodles on this particular topic. Noodles was defending him, and that shit was up, and I heard
What
that
the
was like
fuck?
really funny and blah blah whatever, all this shit because it got crazy. But I put in my watch later, but then that was gone, and I couldn't find it anymore. And then and literally this video hints towards them about to go at it. Like,
Oh shit.
so
I think I
knew
saw
shit
that, yeah.
happened. I never saw it, but fucking
Damn.
But apparently they
Yeah, that
did
shit
debate
was
that.
yeah, that shit was weird as fuck, I'll be honest. I didn't know a lot of that shit until I saw these videos about all that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking, I don't know. Just the
I'll
shit that
be
they
right,
did.
I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna do a BRB. Hang on.